Hi, this is Josh Matthews, Village News Sports. We're here at Postgame, early Postgame report with Devin Morgan on the left and Terrence Whitfield on the right. Whitfield a sophomore, Devin, of course, a senior from Atoka. You guys rebounded tonight after a tough game last night against Bird. What went well today for you guys?
We knocked down shots today. Played great defense today. My coach told us that we needed to play more aggressive as a team, and I think that's what we did.
We hustled more on the balls, and defense was just locked down today.
All right, so Devin, your supporting cast had a pretty good game today. Talk about the performance by Terrence and Myles and Stanley, all those guys.
Oh, they played hard. I told them I always have confidence in them. I want them to feel free to be able to knock down shots at will. And mostly our defense, when we turned up on defense, we got a lot of easy baskets, and that's when the basket just opened up and everybody started making shots.
So this was probably your best game on varsity so far overall. What were you feeling? What did you see? How did things go?
I mean, I just feeling great. And did my thing tonight. Last night I didn't really play hard, but today I had to step it up.
All right, so coming off a loss like last night, you know, what did that tell you guys? What did that say to y'all?
It shows we gotta work harder. Bird's a great team, but I felt like we didn't do things as well as we could, so we had to bounce back from that game. That game's over. We'll see them again later in the season.
All right, so looking forward, you guys still having a good year, 8-1. What are some things that you guys are still looking to get better at?
Defense. Every game we have to get better defense, 50-50 balls. We just got to hustle more. When we turn up on defense, that's when we get most of our offensive baskets. So just make sure we get all 50-50 balls, boxing out, and continuing to push the ball in transition for you.
So talk about Obadiah and Stanley. They've both come on. They've both been solid performers, especially lately for Stanley. Talk about those guys.
Stanley's a great player. I told him he just needs to settle in and play. Like last night, he showed up big, and today he showed up big. Once he settles in and he realizes that he can play with anybody, then Stanley's a great player. And as far as Obi's our bull. I call him our X factor because Obi does all of the intangibles. He's a hustle guy, and then he's a guy that can spread the court for us.
And he's always on the ball.
So your dad posted an interesting photo on Twitter of him in 1989 with Coach Payton, and they had a really good year that year. He said that he's been using that as motivation for at least you and maybe some of the other guys on the team to be as good as they were. So talk about what that means to you and how that motivates you.
Well, I'm just trying to beat that. I'm just trying to go to states, just go farther than he did. Because I think they lost semifinals.
They lost one game that year, I think.
Yeah.
We lost one game yesterday, and I don't plan on losing anymore.
Yeah. All right, great.